What's up guys, Nate here with Order Rescue coming at you with another video, and today we're going to see how overkill we can go putting an exhaust on this truck. Let's get right into it. Hell yeah. So this is my 96 Ford Ranger that you've seen on the channel before. It's the daily driver. Now, for the last couple months or so, I've been driving this without an exhaust because right before Christmas, I was on my way to work and the flex pipe broke, drug on the road, caught a crack, pretzeled under the truck and got yeeted out into oblivion. And here you see, that's what was left of it. So we're gonna remedy that today. I got a whole stainless setup we're gonna be putting on the truck. Shout out to Poppy Chulo, he's back in action.
No, it's coconut.
Yeah, coconut now. Solid. So, Amazon tubing kit was $160 for 2.5 and 304 stainless. We got a couple size down pipes, new collector gasket hangers, new flex pipes, some stainless steel V-bands, all in 2.5. And I got a little special treat that we'll be showing you here at the end of this video. But we're basically going full overkill on this truck, and it's going to be nuts. So, without further ado, let's get started. So this is what's left of the exhaust. I got it all pulled out from under the truck. This whole downpipe and cat assembly was what was left, and the tailpipe and the muffler got ripped off and yeeted, and we're dragging on the freeway. It was really sweet. So this time around, let me show you. We're going with a whole stainless setup here. I'm gonna try to zoom out. So this isn't quite exactly the size I thought I ordered. As you can see, we got quite a difference in size, but not a little filler can't fix. So some of this we're going to have to MIG weld, and some of it will be tagged. Probably the straight section coming back will be all tagged. I did have to order O2 sensor bungs because I failed to order those previously, but it is what it is. So Carlos is getting the MIG welder set up, and we're going to try and get some stuff tacked in place and test fit, because I also want to install a V-band. So if I have to, I can remove the exhaust and service, whatever, if needed. So the issue right now is underneath the truck, right? The downpipe isn't straight. It actually kind of kilters inwards. So we're going to make a tack there and try and test fit and make sure we have clearance for what we need. And I'm thinking the V-band will go somewhere along here, and then it'll be cat flex pipe on back. So we'll carry on, do some test fitting, and see what we get. All right, guys, so it is 6 hours later, and we got the mid-pipe done.
8 hours later.
8 hours later, we ended up getting a whole downpipe and mid-pipe built. So we have our 2-inch collector flange that had to go into a 2.5 ID, the stainless steel tubing, to a 2.5 V-band, and then we had to drop back down because I'm reusing the cat that I had on the truck. Unfortunately, I didn't plan ahead, and I didn't order O2 bungs, so I got one coming tomorrow. I'll have to get a new sensor as well for upstream. Downstream will be straight. And we got our new stainless steel flex pipe on. So basically, from here on out, it's going to be 2.5 all the way back, besides this small step with the 2-inch cat. But, you know, we'll make it work. It was supposed to be just test and fit, and I would kind of get back to you guys, but that ended up not happening. We just kind of been rocking and rolling and making... You've seen some stuff in your time. But, yeah, we're chipping away at it, so... It's getting pretty late. We're going to call it a night and get back to it and jam in the morning, and we'll let you know what we get.
It's garbage. It's hot garbage.
What's hot garbage?
That.
All right, so it is the next day. We're back out here working on the exhaust for the truck. So we got most of the mid-pipe built. We got our V-band cat, our flex pipe, our old muffler, and we got our back runner, whatever you want to call this, tacked on here, and we're going to test fit it. The plan is to put a V-band here, and then we'll come out with a blast pipe, just so I can detach this if I need to service anything or work on the truck at all. But woo! Nice. But so yeah, we're slowly chipping away at it. Yeah, it's getting heavy, but we're getting there. Is it still hot garbage?
It's better. That one's okay. Show them that one.
It's better hot garbage.
Show them that one right there. That one's okay.
Yeah, not too bad. Pretty decent. Not quite hot garbage, but it's there. The effort's there. So we're we're gonna keep chipping away at it, and we'll let you know what we get. All right, guys, as you can see, the downpipe and mid pipe is installed. O2 sensors are in. I still got a zip tie that O2 harness up, but that's not a big deal. But we're coming along pretty good. We're at the last leg here. As you see, we got a V-band here on the end of the muffler, and essentially what we're doing is I'm trying to take advantage of this arch in the frame right here. I'm trying to keep the exhaust tucked behind it for the most part. And then right here, you see we got some pie cuts just tacked up here. We're coming down to clear the frame so we can get our straight shot out the side for a blast pipe, essentially. We got one more pie cut to put on here to tack up. You can see it's not the most graceful thing, but it's definitely gonna do. So one more pie cut, tack, and then it's just a straight out. And I'll show you, I get to show you the final touch on this project, which I'm really excited about. So stay tuned. Guys, so as you can see, the tailpipe's all done, everything's welded up. Got the V-band tightened down. It took a lot of time and effort to get to this point. Carlos had to go home. He was getting pretty tired and it's getting late. But I want to finish this tonight, so I'm keeping at it here. But it's time for the grand reveal, the final piece of this puzzle. So let me show you what we got. Boom! We got ourselves a boom tube on the mini truck. So this is from Speedy's Equipment, which if you don't know is Tom's Refurb's exhaust company. So if you're looking for cool stuff like this for your ride, definitely check them out. Shout out to Tom's Refurb and all the guys and gals over there that do cool stuff and make good content and make sweet parts like this. So definitely impressed with their quality. Super stoked to have all this finally installed on the truck. Get a whole new exhaust system and the boom tube on. It should sound pretty killer. So I'm definitely curious. The last thing I need to do before I call it a night is I need to put some kind of hanger on this tailpipe section because there's a lot of weight just on this V-band and you don't want to leave it hanging. It's just going to pop out of the V-band and be a whole mess. So we're going to figure out some kind of hanger solution and then this bad puppy will be wrapped up. All right, guys. So as you can see, we're back on the ground. We got our hanger installed. Looking pretty good. Got some decent ground clearance going on. Nothing too crazy. Well, I think it's time for a cold start. I know what you're thinking. You put a boom tube on a truck that's quiet. I know it kind of like defeats the purpose, but this is my daily driver. I got to drive this thing to work, go pick up parts from hours away, go on road trips. It's nice to have something that's just comfortable and quiet. You can just hop in and go. If I want to make noise and go fast, I'll hop in the Mustang. But this is just all about cruising and looking good doing it. And I think it fits the bill. It's not a perfect truck by any means, but you know, it's got a lot of nice goodies on it and whatnot. And I think the exhaust is definitely a nice addition to it. So I'm excited to put some miles on this thing. Shout out to my buddy Carlos for all his help. I really appreciate it, and I wouldn't have been able to do this without you. And shout out to Tom's Refurb and for Speedy's Equipment for making awesome content and making awesome exhaust components. If you guys haven't checked them out, I highly recommend checking them out. And yeah, I think that's a wrap. So thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of Hood Rat Racing Co. And I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace.